And as you're turning there's a story that I would like to share with you. There was a Navy officer, great captain, who fought several wars, led his Navy ship in some really, really difficult situations, and managed to always bring all of his troops back home with him. So he was promoted according to the great work that he did, receiving admiral status, and eventually leaving the ship, coming to work in Washington, D.C., getting the highest promotion possible for a Navy officer. And he got close to retirement, and they asked him how he wanted to spend his last days as a Navyman. He said, what I'd really like to do is go back out on the ship. I've enjoyed all the elements of my job. I've enjoyed my time here in Washington and making the important strategic decisions that are necessary. But my most enjoyable time, the time that I will look back on with the greatest fondness, is the time that I spent as captain of a ship. So for the last 6 months of my career, if I could just be assigned to a ship. And so they gave him a ship, and a great battleship that roamed the Pacific Ocean. So as he's sailing along the Pacific one day, one of his crewmen calls him, and he says, "Admiral, we have a problem, and the problem is that there's an object ahead of us that is on a collision course with us." And so he says, "I want you to send a message out to whatever ship that is out there and tell them that they need to alter their course so that they don't run into us." So, and so the seaman, following the admiral's instructions, said, "You are on a collision course with the United States battleship. Please alter your course." And the message comes back, "You need to alter your course immediately." And so the seaman reports to the admiral and says, "Admiral, we got a message back from the vessel telling us to alter our course." And the admiral said, tell them that this is a United States battleship carrying one of the senior admirals on board, and I am giving them instructions to alter their course immediately." And so the seaman goes back and he relays the message, and the message comes back again, "You need to alter your course immediately." And so the admiral, now he's upset. He gets up out of his quarters. He runs to the microphone and he says the transmission, "I am the highest ranking officer in the United States Navy with direct orders from the Pentagon, and I command you in the name of the President of the United States to alter your course immediately." And the message comes back, "I am a lighthouse. You need to alter your course." So the admiral alters his course. My brothers and sisters, life is like that sometimes. When we set out on a course, knowing we're heading in the right direction, daring any opposition to come before us, and then there's a lighthouse that forces us to move off our course. I've said it time and time again, and I will continue to say it. One of the great things about the scripture is that we have examples of people who experience life in the same way that we do. One of these is an individual by the name of Saul. And in Acts chapter 9, we find out about Saul's lighthouse encounter.